changing the name.
And has Zephyrin always been available? You never had to add any numbers or anything to the end or underscores?
When I was doing a lot in a different game, basically it was like a faction versus faction thing, and it was kind of, they had like a war mechanic or whatever. I was kind of like a bit of like a almost like a war leader, I guess, or
Yeah,
faction
okay.
leader is what you would call it.
Yep.
So there would be people who would go into like other games that would launch and then try to take that name. So like
Yeah.
for instance, if you go onto like Twitch tracker or whatever on the stats thing, if you
Yeah.
search Zephyrin, you'll see like a whole bunch of different names, ones that are like making fun of me or other things, and like it's just, and that's from that time period of like when that kind of stuff happened.
Yep.
So
Oh, I got
like
like
yeah, some
yeah.
other people would try to do
Yeah.
certain things.
Um, yeah, love the troll accounts, don't you? So we want to
Yep.
go ahead and use the other the other three pieces and roll them out to the same thickness, and
Yes.
you want to dust them with some flour and just let them kind of hang out but not get too dry. Okay.
Okay. So we just like let it sit, and I'll move it over, and then we'll get working on the other ones. Okay.
Um,
I'll probably save that other one for last. The one that we already did.
nice. Sounds good.
Uh,
So what was you say your first introduction to gaming, the gaming scene was? Like what game do you remember first playing?
um, oh God, I was in diapers. So I was born in 1991. The Sega
So you are,
Genesis.
okay, so you are a few months older than me. So I'm 1992.
Yeah. Yep. I'm December of 1991.
That's it. Yep.
And so I have two older brothers. One just turned 37. He's the
Yep.
oldest. And my other brother is 35, 36, 36.
Yep.
No, 34. Sorry, I had to think backwards. He's 34. So like I'm the youngest of three,
Yep.
and so we were in
Same
the
as me.
90s. That's when we
Yep.
grew up, and so we had the Sega Genesis growing up, and so
Oh,
I was
okay.
basically introduced to video games at a very, very, very young age.
Yep. And
So
what were you
that's kind of
playing
where
on
it
the Sega
started.
Genesis? What can you remember?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and the Hyperstone Heist was my first game and one of my favorite games of all time. We played Sonic the Hedgehog,
I was about to say a bit of Sonic
Road
in there.
Rash, like
Yep.
all sorts of stuff growing up.
I
And
love
then
it.
we played a lot of Nintendo 64 when that came out. But yeah, like I always grew up watching my brothers play video games, and
Yep.
it's kind of interesting to see how that kind of like translates and like how to Twitch even. You know, like you're just hanging out, you're like on the couch sitting there just like watching someone.
This
And
is
like I got a lot of
exactly it.
comfort through that. Yeah, that's
Because
it.
I didn't play a lot of games growing up. Like I played Duck Hunt and what was it? Exceed Pimple and Rush, the what are they? Battletoads?
Toe Jam and Earl. Oh, Battletoads. I played a lot of Battletoads too.
Mario and like Duck Hunt was the first game I remember. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, of course. But I loved and still do sitting there and watching people game. Like I would love to sit on the couch and watch Exceed play Halo or watch him play Call of Duty and be a part of it, but not feel like I had to, you know, be the person that was actually behind the controller. There was a lot of joy in that
Yep.
for me. And you were the same, it seems.
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed that with my brothers, and like, I remember playing or watching them play The Legend of Zelda or games like Banjo Kazooie, those kind of like
Yep.
adventure style games. And then I remember like sitting there watching them trying to solve all the puzzles and stuff, and then I would have them figured out before they did.
Yes. Yep. And just give them some backseat gaming. That was just the
Well,
original
when they
backseat
asked for it
gaming.
though.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I was always, you know, with Spyro. I was always telling my brothers, I was like, go left, you have to go here, and you have to go and do the puzzle and whatever. And they were like, Molly, shut up. Because my brother, they were ultra